Somebody drank all of this wine. It might have been me.
The TCM Wine Club always keeps the movie conversation flowing.
Saw the forced perspective shot, in-camera trick.
It was not safety last. It was actually a film called Feet First.
Join now for a special offer featuring 15 wines, including 3 movie wines for an incredible value.
That movie was actually really good.
That's like wine. It's an acquired.
There you go.
I love movie people.
Raise a glass with your favorite cast of characters. Go to tcmwineclub.com.
Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. You're watching Turner Classic Movies, where we're entering the stretch drive of our 24-hour Summer Under the Stars salute to the films of Paul Newman. Boasting a 5-decade career, Newman, though his fame is tied to acting, was a jack of all trades and mastered each one. Throughout his life, he was a dedicated philanthropist, an activist, movie director, Best Actor winner, race car driver, and the face of a company, Newman's Own. He would be the first to tell you that some of his success, mostly opportunity, is tied to his piercing blue eyes and, let's be honest, perfect bone structure, Cary Grant-like bone structure. That helped make Newman a bona fide sex symbol of the silver screen from the 1950s up until his death at 83 in 2008. It's hard for me, and I suspect for many of you, to accept that Paul Newman has now been dead for 15 years. Part of that, I suppose, is that TCM keeps his legacy fresh when we bring you his movies. And up next is one of his best. It's a drama from MGM in 1958, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Though Newman was under contract to Warner Brothers at the time, Warner's loaned Newman out to MGM to star alongside Elizabeth Taylor in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. They play a young couple in a troubled marriage. Shot in Technicolor, the film's director, Richard Brooks, balked at MGM's initial desire to make the picture black and white. Brooks famously asked, "When you get a chance to shoot the violet eyes of Elizabeth Taylor and the blue ones of Paul Newman, do you use black and white?" Along with James Poe, Brooks adapted this drama from a play written by Tennessee Williams about a Louisiana family dealing with their patriarch's failing health. The play's subject matter dealt openly with homosexuality, as Brick, Newman's character, is abusing alcohol to cope with the complicated feelings he has for a friend who's just died. For the movie, the censors at the Production Code Administration insisted anything more than a vague inference of Brick's sexuality be redacted from the screenplay, a choice that upset Williams. Nevertheless, audiences and critics alike praised the movie, particularly Newman's understated portrayal of the deeply troubled Brick. The performance earned Newman the first of his 9 Academy Award nominations for acting. From 1958, with a stellar supporting cast that includes Jack Carson, Judith Anderson, Madeline Sherwood, and Burl Ives as Big Daddy, nominated for 6 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Actress for Elizabeth Taylor. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
The turning of the projector is just the beginning. The untold stories behind celluloid illuminate the pages of the TCM library. Gusto, grit, and glamour power the rise of a Hollywood giant in Mark Vieira's Warner Brothers' 100 Years of Storytelling. And Eddie Muller's stocks Noir Bar with his selection of cocktail recipes plus plenty of noir anecdotes to chase it down.
Drink in the darkness.
Find these titles wherever books and ebooks are sold.
sang in the choir, full of youth and burning desire. I came here to be an opera singer. Now look at me, a torso slinger, how I slave at me. My friends rave, but no one could see me. Now instead of tunes by Puccini and Verdi, in high-class saloon, I sing hot and dirty. I gotta keep on shaking to get my eggs and bacon. Now I can't be sweet if I want to eat. I've gotta get hot. Financial circumstances drove me to low-down dances to raise the dough for the rent I owe. I've gotta get hot. I'd rather sing a song of spring or a lullaby, sweet and low. But songs of spring ain't got that swing, and a lullaby ain't got that high-de-high. Don't you blame me, brother. I've got a gray-haired mother, and if I shake, it's for mother's sake. I've gotta get high. I've gotta sing and shake that thing, but I hope you don't get me wrong. I do the bump, I move my rump, 'cause there's cash in it, not 'cause I'm passionate, but someday I'll retire and go back to the choir. I'll sing hymns again, but from now till then, I've gotta get high.
More than anything in the world, I wanted to love and be loved. And I found that love. Soames loved me. He thought that I was his, that he possessed me. Philip loved me. Headstrong, passionate. He almost ruined my life. Jolyon loved me. Carefree, tolerant black sheep of the family. He loved me best of all.
I'll never let you go. Never as long as I live. I'll never let you go. Never. It's not an hour I want. I want you for a lifetime.
How could you bring that woman here? How could you?
June, please listen to me. You've every right to feel as you do, but I must tell you what's happened.
Irene, no, not now.
Has she stolen you too, Father? It would be just like her.
I don't owe you any consideration. For 2 years, I've let you torture me with all of your subterfuges. You froze if I came near you. You could hardly bear to touch me, could you? As for Philip Bassini.
I love Philip Bassini. But I went to tell him that I'd never see him again. Now that June knows, there's no reason why I shouldn't.
You belong to me.
I love him, Soames. She must cost Soames a pretty penny for dress.
He'll have trouble with her. You mark my words.
We're casting off again for your next great adventure. It's the 2023 TCM Classic Cruise, November 6th through the 11th. Join us aboard the Disney Magic for 5 unforgettable nights. Travel from San Diego to Cabo San Lucas and Ensenada, Mexico. Movies and magic await. The 2023 TCM Classic Cruise. Book your stateroom today. Visit tcmcruise.com for more information.
Good evening, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. You're watching Turner Classic Movies and more of our Summer Under the Stars tribute to Paul Newman. We've been running Newman pictures back-to-back since early this morning. Up next, a 1973 British Cold War thriller directed by John Huston and released by Warner Brothers in the States. Paul Newman heads the cast of the MacKintosh Man. Newman plays a British intelligence agent enlisted to infiltrate an organization breaking high-security inmates out of prison and sending them to the Soviet Union. Newman had worked with Huston and the film's producer John Foreman a year earlier on a revisionist Western, The Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean. They all enjoyed working together so much that they leapt at the opportunity to reunite despite a lukewarm feeling about this script. Newman committed to the project after receiving it from his home studio, Warner Brothers. He then took the script to Huston and Foreman. Huston admired Newman's talent, heaping praise on the star by calling him one of the most gifted actors he'd ever known. Newman shared a similar admiration for Huston. Cinematographer Oswald Morris recalled Newman's docile Boy Scout-like manner around Huston, despite Huston regularly arriving late to the set. Huston and Morris shot the MacKintosh Man on location in Ireland, Huston's home country, as well as Malta and England. But the production was plagued by issues stemming from Walter Hill's screenplay. Owing Warner Brothers one final script, Hill begrudgingly wrote this one to settle a lawsuit Warner's filed against him. Hill wrote the script without much of an ending, causing Huston to enlist the help of a variety of other writers to develop an ending that Huston called far and away the best thing in the movie. I'm going to disagree with that. I think the best thing, the most fun part of the movie anyway, is Paul Newman's Australian accent. It didn't win him an Oscar, but he's still quite an actor. That was for my pal Alicia Malone, and I immediately apologized to all Aussies. From 1973, also with James Mason and Dominique Sanda, The MacKintosh Man.